Hello, welcome to the first of many videos for the Workplace and Apprenticeship 10 course. Most of these questions here will be coming from your MathWorks 10 textbook and also the workbook that accompanies the textbook. And as I said in class, the majority of these lessons will be coming just directly from your notes. Just to recap some of the examples that we do in case you end up struggling, you miss class, or for whatever reason. And so the first question that we're going to be looking at, or I guess first video we're going to be looking at today, is talking about Lesson 1, Chapter 1, which is all about proportional reasoning. And just to recap on what proportional reasoning is essentially it's just a comparison of two things. And in the example that we're going to look at today, which is example number 6 from your notes, here we have two fractions and we're comparing them to each other. So here we have 2 over 3 is equal to 4 divided by r minus 1. So if you notice here, what our end goal is that we want to find out what r is. So we want to find out what r is to make this fraction equal to 2 over 3. So to do that, we need to do something called cross multiplication. So to do cross multiplication, you start with the numerator of your first fraction, and you're going to draw an arrow going down to your second fraction, to the denominator of your second fraction. And you're going to do the same, going from the denominator of your first fraction all the way up to the numerator of your first or second fraction. So what this means is that you're going to be multiplying each of what these arrows are connected to. So here you would have 2, and you'd have times, and I'm going to show that using brackets, to be 2 times, and your arrow is pointing to r minus 1. So you're going to put that in those brackets. So you have r minus 1. And whenever you do a new set of multiplication, you're going to separate that with an equal sign. You want to keep it that comparison. And then you're going to multiply your second arrow, which is 3 times 4. So now we've gotten rid of this really gross fraction. We have something that looks a little bit more simple, kind of like what we did in grade 9. And so now what we do is we don't know what r is yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to simplify each side of your, if you want to call that an equation. So to do that, you need to first simplify this multiplication. You have 2 times r minus 1. In order to do that, you need to do your distributive property, which you learned in grade 8. And to do that, it's something that I like to call shooting your arrows. And so just like with your cross multiplication, your arrows indicate multiplication. So we have 2 times r, which is just 2r. And we have 2 times negative 1, which is negative 2. And then we're going to bring down our equal sign. And we can also simplify 3 times 4. And 3 times 4 is just 12. We got to keep going until we have r. And so what we need to do is we need to get rid of this 2 that's connected with r. We also need to get rid of the subtract 2 that's on that same side. And the order of steps is very important. And so typically, as a general rule of thumb, you should always deal with your adding and subtracting first, or whatever's farthest away from the variable. So here you notice that 2 is directly connected to r, and then this 2 here is separated by a subtraction symbol. So to get rid of our subtraction symbol, you have to do the opposite operation. So the opposite operation of subtracting is adding. So you're going to add 2, and what will happen is that this will make this 0. And just remember, this here is an equal sign, so what you do to one side, you have to do to the other side as well. So from there, we can simplify our work. So what we're left with is 2 times r. Negative 2 plus 2 is just 0, so you don't have to write that. Bring down your equal sign, and then we have 12 plus 2, which is just 14. Now we can deal with the 2 that's connected with r, and with that right there, if there's no operation symbol in between the number and the variable, that usually indicates multiplication. So to get rid of multiplication, you have to do that opposite operation, which is division. So you want to divide by the number that you're trying to get rid of, so divide by 2. And same thing, this is an equal sign, so what you do to one side, you do to the other. So 2 divided by 2 is just 1. So you can write 1r, or I like to just write r. And that's equal to 14 divided by 2 is 7. So r is by itself, which means that r is equal to 7. And if you're not 100% confident with your work, one thing that's always really good practice is to check your work. So to check your work, you just take your answer and you plug it into your original expression for that variable. So you should rewrite your expression, and just instead of having r, you put 7 there instead. And then what we're going to do is we're going to simplify this right-hand side and show that it in fact equals 2 over 3. And one thing that's really important is whenever you're trying to check something, you always want to rewrite this left-hand side. I know it doesn't change, but it's really important to help show or prove that our right-hand side here is actually equal to 2 over 3. So looking at our second fraction, we can't simplify the numerator just yet, but we can simplify 7 minus 1. So 4 divided by, and 7 minus 1 is 6. And we have what looks like a fairly simplified fraction. But this still doesn't equal 2 over 3 just yet. So one thing that you can notice is that if there's no multiplication, no adding or subtracting you can do, you can always look at reducing your fraction. So you want to look at a number that can divide into both 4 and into 6. And if you notice, those are both even numbers, so usually the easy go-to number to work with is 2. So divide your top and your bottom by 2. And then just simplify your expression. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. And if you notice, 2 over 3 is equal to 2 over 3. So as long as your left side equals your right side, you did your work right. Good job. And that concludes our very first video. Thanks for watching.